Steelers fans, the tension in the Steel City is palpable as we dive into the latest drama surrounding our beloved team. After consecutive losses, including a tough one against the Patriots, the Pittsburgh Steelers are in the spotlight, facing criticisms from former players and airing internal frustrations. But fear not, Steelers Nation, as we unpack the latest and gear up for a critical matchup against the Indianapolis Colts. This is where the black and gold faithful get the real scoop. And before we dive into the drama, make sure to hit that like button. Now let's tackle the first bombshell. Defensive stalwart Cam Hayward responds to none other than Big Ben himself, Ben Roethlisberger. The quarterback has questioned our culture and leadership. How does Hayward counter? Stick around to hear Hayward's perspective, Deontay Johnson's take, and the intriguing insights from former Steeler Merrill Hogue. But first, let's understand why Roethlisberger's comments have the Steel City buzzing. Defensive tackle Cam Hayward, a mainstay with the Pittsburgh Steelers since 2011, responded to critical comments from former teammate Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger, in his podcast, raised questions about the team's culture and leadership after consecutive losses to the Arizona Cardinals and New England Patriots. Hayward, appearing on the NFL Network's Good Morning Football, acknowledged Roethlisberger's right to his opinion but disagreed. He emphasized the Steelers' way of persevering through challenges and expressed optimism about making adjustments for the upcoming game. Roethlisberger specifically mentioned a lack of true leaders on offense and questioned if the Steeler way is diminishing. Steelers wide receiver Deontay Johnson and former Steeler Merrill Hogue added interesting perspectives on the team's recent struggles. The 7-6 Steelers aim to bounce back against the 7-6 Indianapolis Colts, both vying for playoff spots. The ESPN Football Power Index gives the Steelers a 31.2% chance to make the playoffs as of Thursday afternoon. Hayward praised the Colts as a complete team, emphasizing the competitiveness of the upcoming game. Oddchecker listed the Steelers as 1.5-point underdogs against the Colts. The clash between these playoff hopefuls promises to be a thrilling encounter. Hold tight, Steelers Nation, because the drama doesn't end there. Wide receiver George Pickens, the focus of recent criticism, breaks his silence. Frustrations are high, and Pickens opens up about the challenges the team is facing. Is there more than meets the eye? Stick around as we unravel Pickens' perspective and what Coach Tomlin has to say about finding solutions. But before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button. Let's show our Steelers pride. Steelers wide receiver George Pickens opened up about his frustrations, defending them as reactions to the team's losses rather than personal shortcomings. Amid criticism, Pickens urged people to watch the games to grasp the full context and understand the challenges the team faced. "It ain't really fun losing," Pickens expressed. "I don't really know what reaction you guys would expect. If you lose at a video game, if you lose at anything you participate in, you are going to be mad. That's the biggest component of it." When questioned about the criticisms, he believed they overstepped their boundaries but opted not to confront them. Instead, Pickens emphasized the need for viewers to watch the games to comprehend the situation fully. "I let people talk because that's their job, to make up stories. You just have to watch the games. They were both losses," Pickens stated. Despite being the team's leading receiver, Pickens acknowledged the absence of touchdown receptions since October 29th and the challenge of surpassing 100 yards since the game against the Rams after the bye week. Head coach Mike Tomlin identified the issue, pointing out the need for Pickens to offer solution-oriented responses. "It's a problem because it's not solution-oriented," Tomlin commented. "We're all frustrated, but we have to manage our frustration in a professional and mature way, and when it's not done that way, it's not necessarily pushing us towards solutions." In the last 6 games, Pickens has averaged only 5 targets per game, reflecting shared frustrations in the locker room, with Deontay Johnson facing similar critiques. However, the key for Pickens lies in channeling his frustrations into constructive conversations and solutions rather than persisting with current methods. Steelers Nation, what a ride! From Roethlisberger's critiques to Pickens' frustrations, we've covered it all. If you're as hooked as we are on the Steelers drama, give us a like, hit subscribe, and ring that notification bell to stay in the loop. Here we go, Steelers.